Hey everyone, and welcome back. Before we begin here today, please make sure that you like and subscribe because it really does help out our channel, and it also helps us reach others who want to test their math skills with these types of test questions. So this will be our 49th part in this math skills test series, and what we have to do here is that we have to find this area of the blue region shown here, and we're given some information such as A, B, C, and D is a square, and AEFG is a square also. And we are told that we have a circle with centered A that passes through E, D, G, and B here, this arc shown here. And we're also told that the side A to B is 4 centimeters, and this angle right here from EA to B is 120 degrees. Okay, so how are we going to find this blue area? Well, our blue area will be found by taking or determining the area of our kite, and that would be A, D, and let's call this intersection point up here X, to G. So we would have A, D, X, G, the area of that kite, and then we're going to subtract off the area of our circle sector, and that's going to be A, D, G. So once we take this kite, subtract out our circle sector here in white, we will be left with what's in blue. So let's start working on getting our area of our kite. So in order to get our area of our kite, we have to know a few things. And our area of our circle sector, we have to determine what this angle is. Well, we already know what this length is here as well. That's 4 centimeters since they're all squares. So let's work on getting this angle right here. Well, this is 120 degrees. Well, we know that this angle right here is 90 degrees. Well, if we take 120 minus off 90, we are left with 30 degrees over here. And if we do the same process, and this is 90 degrees here because of the square, well, we are left with 30 degrees over here. Well, what's 120 minus 30 minus 30? Well, we are left with 60 degrees. And you can also look at that through symmetry if you wanted to as well, but that's just how you do it with numbers. So how are we going to determine the area of our kite? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a straight line, and this is, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a straight line. I will do my best. But a straight line from A all the way out here to point X. That's not bad. And what this helps us with is that it splits this kite into 2 right triangles with the right angles occurring at D and G. And these 2 right triangles are going to be exactly the same. So our area is just going to be this triangle times 2. So my area of my kite, which I'm just going to call my kite, is going to essentially be 2 times my area of my triangle, which is 1/2 my length times my height of AD times DX. Well, we can just get rid of the 2 and 1/2. They cancel with each other, and we're left with our kite area being just AD times DX. Well, we already have AD. AD is 4 centimeters. So what is DX up here? Well, we know that this is 60 degrees, this entire circle sector, and the shape being a kite here with all our symmetry going on, this is 30 degrees right here. Just split that 60 in half. Well, how do you work the right triangle? Well, we're going to take the tangent of 30 degrees equals our opposite over our adjacent. Well, opposite over adjacent. So in order to get our dx here, we would just rearrange that, and essentially it would be AD tangent of 30 degrees. Well, let's just plug in the 4 centimeters here for AD tangent of 30 degrees. And our dx value, we can just leave as that because it's not going to be a nice number. So to get our kite area, we would just take 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters tangent of 30 degrees. And this would give us an area for my kite. And if you want the exact area, it would be 16 times the square root of 3, all divided by 3 centimeters squared. And if you wanted to approximate that out, you have 9.238 centimeters squared of area. All right, so that takes care of our area of our kite. Next is the easier part, which is the area of the circle sector. And the only thing we have to have in order to determine the area of the circle sector is that we need our radius of the circle, and then we need the angle of the sector we're looking at. Well, the angle of the sector we're looking at is 60 degrees, and we need our radius. Well, 4 centimeters is our square here. We just have it right here as our AD value. So our area of our circle sector will be the amount of the angle we're looking at of 60 degrees over 360 degrees for the total area. So this tells us how much of that circle we're actually using here. We're only using 60 degrees out of 360, which is 1/6, and then times pi r squared. So this would be 1/6 times pi times 4 centimeters squared for our radius, which is just AD, or you could use AG, same value. And this would give us an exact area of 8 pi over 3 centimeters squared. And if you wanted to approximate that out, it would be 8.378 centimeters squared. All right, now we have everything we need to actually determine our area in blue, which I'm just going to call it area of, well, that's supposed to be a U, not a W, area of blue region. And that's just going to be our kite region of 9.238 centimeters squared, subtracting off 8.378 centimeters squared. And we end up with a total area of 0.86 centimeters squared remaining once we subtract out our circle sector from our kite area. And if you wanted the exact answer, this would be your exact answer. It'd be 8/3 times 2 square root of 3 minus off pi centimeter squared. That would be your exact value. And right here is your approximation value to 2 decimal points. But that's how you would solve that particular problem. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a new math skill along the way. And if you want to test your abilities even further, please check out the other videos on our channel. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like this video, leave a positive comment below, and subscribe to the channel. All of that helps us out greatly. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.